Listen, all right, this is a call to action. Get his name and address.
Call to action. Get it done.
Guys, shut the fuck up. Like, why should I give a fuck about the customers? Why should I give a fuck about the Discord?
Oh my god, I shouldn't have said that.
But for only 13, she's got some nice tits. Sorry, Matt.
I don't give a fuck about you.
Now recording.
Well, welcome to Now Recording episode number
41.
41. We are on episode 41, hopefully.
We passed baited.
Yeah, we passed baited. So welcome to Now Recording, guys. I'm Matt Pitt. That's Toxic Piplup, and that's
Hi,
Beavers.
cuties.
We're still in the process of the tournament, but we decided to do an episode in between that. We did the Tomato Man episode, which was kind of an emergency podcast. This one, not so much of an emergency.
Wow,
but
Matt, way to bring him up again. Jeez.
Shut up. Okay, good one. But this one is more, stuff has happened, a couple drama stuff has happened, and we can talk about it. We should talk about a couple things.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before we get into it, for that person who commented, whenever they want to know when we record, today is Sunday, November 13th. The Packers won. They beat the Cowboys. And we're recording Sunday night. Boom.
Yeah, at 9:42 p.m. Eastern. Before we actually get into everything, I wanted to say that there was a letter written to Tommy C about me and aspects of the Discord server. We got a special person to read this letter for us, and they're going to be reading it. We're going to be pausing it and talking about each paragraph. So we'll start that right now.
Hey, I'm writing to tell you why I left the SFTP server, because I think this can be of help to you. And I'm not trying to get anyone fired. To make a formal complaint or anything else, I'm going to give you an analysis of what I see went majorly wrong with the server this year and where it should be improved.
That's the first paragraph. That's it's not a good way to start a letter to Tommy C.
Please don't fire me, please. This means everything. Please.
Yeah. So it's not a formal complaint, but it's a 2-page long letter. So it feels like a formal complaint.
I don't know.
Anyways,
if you're gonna send a 2-page letter on Discord, that's pretty much as formal as it gets for this platform.
Yeah.
Oh wait, real quick, can I explain why he sent this letter?
Sure.
All right. So, I was on the toilet a couple days ago, and I come back, and I have DMs from Brick. He's like, "Oh my god, can you do a Tard Court? Do a Tard Court. Things are going down." So I joined the VC, and everyone is screaming. It was a great time, but there was an argument about doxing and what counts as doxing and private information on the internet, and what was the argument? It was something about private information. All right, it was arguing.
Yeah. So I happened to be in the voice chat because I was killing time before, ironically, to record a Now Recording episode. I hadn't been in the voice chats for a while, so I just decided to step in. Someone asked about a situation that happened. Fuck. Abby Blackbird.
We're gonna talk about it later on in the episode. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off.
Abby Blackbird. They asked about the Abby Blackbird stuff, and I said, well, this is the issue I've had with her. And someone in the voice, Abby, I swear to God, I'm not trying to talk about
Don't say her name 3 times. Don't say her name 3 times.
Oh, no. I'm not trying to talk about you. I'm just simply explaining what happened in the voice chat. Someone, fuck it, I'll just say Riveter said, well, we're not all, you're not all promised your privacy on the internet. If I wanted to, my ability in technology, I could, if I wanted to, I could find anybody, I guess. And it kind of spilled into this philosophical argument about you're not promised your privacy, therefore it was really hard to keep up with because everyone was talking over each other, yelling over each other.
Screaming. I was screaming as well.
Yeah. You were screaming. I think you called. Did you call? You said Rum. You told Rum to shut the fuck up, and you were both on the same side of the argument.
Yes. No, because she was talking over me. So
well, everybody was Beavers.
know?
And so finally, I'm like listening to everybody because it starts erupting in voices at one point. Something about, I can't remember what made it erupt into voices, but it erupts. And I'm like, guys, shut the fuck up. Everybody needs to shut the fuck up. And all of a sudden, I hear in the background just some voice like, no, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not doing that. Fuck you. I'm like, dude, fuck off. Like, what the fuck is this? And he's just freaking the fuck out. And I didn't even know he was in the voice chat. Couldn't hear what he's saying. You know, I don't know why. His mic sucks. Number one, he's on mobile. Number two, everybody was talking. So if everybody shut the fuck up, maybe this guy who's all pissed off and angry could have said his fucking point instead of screaming at me because he got told to shut the fuck up. And now he's a thin-skinned little bitch. All right.
Based. All right. God forbid a mod try and get control of a VC. Ugh.
Yeah, for fucking sake. Anyways, the second paragraph starts now.
I've been a paid member since the new paid membership feature took effect. I've made friends with everyone. The problem I see is that it has gone dreadfully boring. The moderators are not creating content or taking a strong stance against infighting, doxing, etc.
What?
The moderators aren't creating content. Listen, buddy. All right. We created the Tard Court concept. We've created the Now Recording podcast. We've created
Also-
after shows. Hello?
Yeah, and also, right, to his point, he was saying, doxing and everything, right? Nobody has been doxed in our Discord server. There have been threats, right? Which, depending on how loosely you want to use that term, you can call it a threat of it. And somebody's city got leaked, I guess. But as for like doxing, none of that has happened. And as a matter of fact, one of the people that wanted to didn't dox, but knew somebody's address and threatened with like actual malice intent, right, was banned from the Discord server. So yeah, that's a nonsensical point.
So, the thing is, like, there was no situation where someone's like, I just found out John was doxing somebody, and then the other guy's like, oh well, who cares? There was never a situation like that. So for him to like try to direct his way of writing into like that sort of opinion is ridiculous, in bad faith.
Yes.
Yeah. When we say our server and the server, we're talking about shot from the point, by the way.
Yeah. So the third paragraph.
A number of people have left the server because of this. Also, I'm gay. And regardless of your feelings about it, I've been called a faggot multiple times. And I've listened to endlessly gay jokes, been told to shut the fuck up, and dealt with insane drama here. So, no, I don't have thin skin. I'm being painted as someone with thin skin who's too oversensitive and gets offended easily by Matt Pitt to erase the reality of the situation.
He
Pause,
doesn't have this.
pause,
but he's
pause,
writing a
pause.
letter.
All right. Now, I am pretty sure, okay, that nobody has called him a faggot,
Well,
right? No,
well,
I know I have, right? But I wasn't referring to him being gay. I was referring to his general attitude.
Yeah.
I actually tried to avoid calling people faggots if they're gay. I only call straight people that.
Okay,
Just saying.
toxic. Good one.
What?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Very
I'm sure.
tolerant.
It's true. I don't want to
Yeah.
get exposed, okay?
But I want to talk about the thin skin stuff here. Like, I called him thin skin because he flipped the fuck out when I told him to when I told everyone, not just him. And I'll say this again, had no idea he was in the voice chat. I told everyone to shut the fuck up. And this dude flips out, DMs me a psychotic paragraph. And then I try to talk to him publicly on a stage, and he gets someone else to DM me to talk through me, and I'm just like, look, I'm not handling this thin skin stuff, and I'm not very appreciative to what he's been saying about me, and I don't like that. So he created this, right? He was mad, he was angry, and now he won't let it go. And then he wrote Tommy a 2-page letter. So, next paragraph.
Literally, I can tell that like a gay person has like written this. This is insane. Let's do this. Fine. You don't have thin skin in the SFTP server unless you join and leave quickly.
That's only one sentence long, but it is the paragraph. I just want to say, yeah, sure, but also freaking out, or if you start to complain about a situation in the voice chat because you felt like you were done wrong and the situation is innocent and benign, I think you have thin skin. And the way you freaked out here makes me think you have thin skin and you shouldn't be in the server.
Not
I'm
only
not
that,
gonna deal with that shit anymore.
yeah, we've had people join who have the thin skin, right? They sometimes they stick around. I don't think just because you're there means you have thick skin. There's a ton of people I would say who don't.
And just so by the way, I literally called you the F slur because you have thin skin.
Lol.
Next paragraph.
A month ago, you personally exploded in a voice chat because it was filled with chaos while random people dominated the airwaves, interrupted, were having parallel conversation in one space, and all while changing topics every 5 seconds. This problem has been happening for a very long time, and it's gotten worse, and it's still happening. After you left the room, people were complaining that you were attacked them. Homie can't even do grammar. I mean, call me stupid. What is this? People were complaining that you, fuck. I literally can't read this because this is so fucking retarded. People were complaining that you were attacked them. With the exception of Core, who does his job and does it well. Most moderators do nothing.
Shout out to Core, I guess. Core, one
Alright.
of the most fucking disruptive mods in this.
Yeah, he's literally the worst mod.
He mutes everybody. Fucking yeah, dude.
Disconnects
Like,
everybody.
Yeah.
What was the first part of that? I had a this is in reference to Tommy. He went off on break of all people. All right, it's expected. All right, it's nothing new. It's not getting worse. All right, you're joining his server. You know what kind of person Tommy is. All right, he's very impatient. Like,
yeah,
such a stupid paragraph.
yeah.
Also,
No.
And also, people talking over each other is just Discord. I don't know what to tell you. It's just how it works. It's annoying, but it's how it is.
And being told to shut the fuck up is just Discord as well. Next paragraph.
Randomly, Matt Pitt has been known to appear in voice chat merely to play obnoxious sound effect from a soundboard and then disappear. I do not have an issue with toxic, but I have an issue with the Now Recording podcast sucking the server dry for their own clout. They're leeching off your business. And all of this content, in my opinion, should have been pitched to you and appeared as well organized, albeit condensed segment on the SFTP podcast.
Is this guy retarded?
Yes.
Don't answer that. That was rhetorical. No. All right, I want to take that one by one. All right. Yes, I there's nothing wrong with me. Obviously, okay, I'm perfect. I wouldn't say Matt is known for going in there and playing sounds. All right, we do that.
I go in there maybe once in a while and like play like a really like maybe like a 20-second like a 10-second soundbite, and then I leave just because I'm bored and like I just want to it's just it's a little bit, it's a tiny little troll. I'm not someone that goes in there and like plays like soundboards all the time and just continuously plays it until everybody's annoyed and they leave. I've done that as a troll. It's a joke. Like, this is Discord. This is not a job. This is not an employment. This is not professional.
Sure. You realize there's multiple voice chats in the VC, right? If you get annoyed with Matt or anyone else who might be quote spamming sounds, there's literally multiple. Just leave. Just go
there are people in the Discord that do tend to overdo it with the soundboard. I just leave. I go to another voice chat and I wait for other people to join.
All right. So let's get to the now recording part.
Yeah.
We're
No,
sucking the
obvious-
server dry.
We're sucking the server dry. How do I want to? No, actually. There's I'm pretty sure most of our episodes haven't came out of Shop from the Point.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, it
there's
was
been
the
some big
early
episodes.
episodes. It's the early
Yeah.
episodes that really came from Shop of the Point, and then we kind of just focused on Spurg drama, and then maybe like a crazy thing happens in the server. But here's the thing: Tommy doesn't want to cover the Shop from the Point server.
Yeah.
Like he
That does-
doesn't want to be like, all right, tell me what Needles did in the server today. Like there's no meeting like that. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want a now recording segment for Shop from the Point.
How would that reach new viewers anyway for Tommy?
Yeah,
He's gonna sit there and talk about his own like platform. Yeah, that's a great way to reach out.
it would be a different story if we were like in Doc on the Radio server or something and doing this, and then like kind of sucking like the Spurgs away from Doc on the Radio, or like maybe like when we're doing similar things. But no, Tommy covers like the mainstream drama and stuff like that, and then every now and then something crazy happens in the server, like the Liana situation or something of that nature that he has to address or establish. But the way now recording works is we wanted to do a podcast. We did like a couple episodes where we were trying to figure stuff out, and then a bunch of drama happened in the server, and it was like continuous drama from the server itself. So I said, hey guys, why don't we just cover all of this drama on the podcast and address it all? And all of the people, we were only getting 70 views a video at that point, right?
I'm sure we're breaking just over 100 or something, but yeah.
Yeah, like, so all of our fans were people in the Discord, or the people that were watching it were people in the Discord. So our fan base was literally the Shop from the Point Discord. So we decided to cover the drama, to address the drama, and to say why this is wrong, this is right, and why you guys should stop doing this stuff, and why it's annoying. That's really all it was. And I don't think this person has ever had an issue with us doing this before. I think this is simply, I'm mad at you, therefore I'm going to create every conflict I can with you that I think I can get away with.
I mean, I would hope he doesn't have a problem with the podcast. He's been on before. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he's literally been on the podcast before.
Yeah.
Next paragraph.
I don't watch your show anymore. This is boring. Matt Pitt is spread thing on multiple shows. He doesn't focus on your show as much as he could or should be. When content appears, it is quickly used for other podcasts or for now recording. His communication is poor. He rarely responds to messages, and I'm not even sure what his purpose is for being there is.
Jeez, man.
I'm a producer. I
wanted to touch on this point, right?
Yeah.
You said Matt was spread thin.
Yeah.
The thing about that is Matt doesn't actually plan the Shop from the Point show, right? What Matt does is he brings topics to Tommy, right? Interesting things that have happened, and then they work together on getting everything, sorted.
It's a collaboration
for the day. And the thing is, when you say Matt Pitt is spread out thin, like he's involved in all these different dramas, and he's on all these different shows and stuff. That's actually a benefit to Matt's job that he does for Tommy, because he's constantly aware of what's going on and he knows the different perspectives.
Yeah.
So that's actually a retarded take.
When I go into Edwin's stream or Xylee's stream or even Dead on Dave, I'm a representation of Shop from the Point. I'm like, I'm there for, for Tommy to just, keep in the loop of things and talk about things. I'm not spread thin. I also I don't go on streams as much as I used to. And when it comes to Shop from the Point, I'm always Shop from the Point first. Shop from the Point always comes first. And it's one thing to say you think the show's boring. That's perfectly fine. You're well within your opinion. I think we had a great show today with Nicholas Diorio, who I helped get for the show. But I just think you're biased at this point because you're mad.
Cry.
Yeah. So next paragraph.
Oh no, man! Fuck this. This next paragraph is ass. Man, fuck this. Yes, his mother passed away, so I'm not even trying to get him into trouble, but the topic of doxing appeared in a voice chat, with one member arguing vehemently to the entire voice chat that once you get online, you give up your right to privacy. He also said if I wanted to, I could get the names, the addresses, and records on everyone in this room right now simply by being here. Like whether or not he was making. Bruh, what is this man talking about? Man, shut the fuck up. Like whether or not he was making a philosophical point. The reality is that it pissed me off. And I don't spend money to exist in this space. To be told that I have no right to privacy. And to listen to someone to make vain threats. Regardless if they mean it or not. I have better things to do with my time.
Yeah.
Well, then just leave the voice chat if you have better things to do with your time. I don't
Alright.
believe.
Well, I just want to say this, right? Is that is fundamentally like a flawed take, because if you say, so he says that he has his right to privacy or whatever, or to be told that he doesn't have his right to privacy or whatever. You do understand that when you use online platforms, right, you are trading your privacy, your person, in exchange for the service. That's how they make money. They make money off of us, our analytics, who we are, how to sell things to us, what our schedules are, stuff like that. So it's a fun, when you use an online service or you go online, you do give up a proportion of your privacy. That is just a fact. That is the way that the internet works. I don't know.
Yeah, and with the situation with what Riveter was saying, this was a theoretical, hypothetical argument. He wasn't being serious. There was no vain threats. It's fucking Riveter. It's literally
No,
Riveter.
of all
He's one of the
What
he's one of the
Riveter
nicest
was
guys.
saying, right? What Riveter was saying, okay, was that it is not that hard for people to get your information online, and it isn't.
Yeah.
That is just a fact. If
You know,
are somewhat tech savvy, you can get people's information online. It's really not that hard.
yeah. How this conversation really started is because there was trolling. The people were taking different sides to get the uproar in the voice chat, like getting it going and stuff. Like what this person did as a reaction to me saying everyone shut the fuck up is what they wanted. Like they got their entertainment from you. I left that voice chat because I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. And just I'll talk about it more as we continue to read. Next paragraph.
This went on for quite some time, as one other person joined in to support this man's point, as I attempted to speak and tell him that merely having a legal right to eavesdrop on someone's personal information doesn't give you the ethical right to invade their privacy. Suddenly, the room broke out into people ridiculing my use of the word ethical and telling me to shut the fuck up. Matt Pitt started screaming, "Shut the fuck up!" And I'm done. It's not about having thin skin or anything else. It's about paying to be in a room that's constant chaos. And the moment everyone gets told to shut the fuck up is right when I begin to speak the truth about how someone justifying invasion of privacy and doxing as a legal right is making me uncomfortable. It was when I began saying something fuck my ass. It was when I began saying something truthful and intelligent that the room, per usual, broke out into chaos, screaming, "Shut the fuck up!" and took place. People mocking things I said.
Oh, I almost said it, dude. Nobody gives a fuck what you say because nobody can understand what the fuck you're saying because you're on mobile.
True.
You sound like you're echoing Your mic feels like this. So no one knows what the fuck you're saying anyway. So if you're in a heated debate with somebody, no one's really paying attention to what the fuck you're saying because they can't understand what you're saying. And me saying shut the fuck up to everyone would give you the open opportunity to have a open door to be able to talk so people can understand what you're saying. You have the floor, sir. Everybody shut the fuck up. But no, you took it the wrong way.
But also, like you said earlier, this whole conversation was brought up by a bunch of people that were trying to troll, right? And then you go and you use the word ethics. Of course, people are gonna make fun of you for trying to make
remember
an
if that was the
ethical
case,
argument to
though.
trolls.
I don't even. That's the thing. So much was happening at once. I didn't even hear any of that. It was all mumbo jumbo.
He started going on about ethical this, and he started getting angry. Ethical this, and then the guys that were there to troll were like, "Oh, ethical," kind of deal.
Yeah.
You know, like what do you expect?
So then, why come at me when I say everybody to shut the fuck up? Why, like fucking. Why like bite my head off when I'm simply trying to get the voice chat to quiet down so you can have your moment and explain your fucking side of the story, buddy? Like, why are you coming at me? Like, dude, I'm not an employee of Tommy C. I do not work here. I do not make money for this. You know, I do this for fun, for a distraction. And you and Oz have taken this thing that I'm like this employee where I have to serve you at all times and I have to be nice to you and I have to hold your hand through everything and I can't tell you to shut the fuck up. No, you're thin-skinned, dude. You're fucking thin-skinned and you know it.
No, you can't say that, Matt. No.
Yeah.
I hate when people, hold on.
Go ahead.
Wait. I just hate when people, like in the beginning of that paragraph, he was like, I don't want to get you fired, but, and then they go on and say everything that would get you fired. That's the stupidest sentence structure I've ever heard. I hate it.
No. Not even that, right? He goes into it a bit more just now. When he brings up Matt's mom, right?
Yeah.
If you ever have to say this, I know his mom passed away, but
Yep.
Maybe it's not the time to say it.
That's literally the scummiest thing you can ever do.
That's like, I know his mom passed away, but like you already know what you're saying is like maybe don't say it now, kind of. You already know that, like you knew. Personally like say whatever you. Sorry, Matt, but like say whatever you want to say when you want to say it, kind of deal. That's my stance, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if you have made that statement of, I know his mom passed away, but you already know by your own personal view on things that you shouldn't be saying it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you covered that pretty well. I don't really want to talk about it. Next paragraph.
Degenerate. This is one of the reasons Nietzsche and Gracie left, because the voice chats have been chaos. Moderation is stone deaf, and the moderators are quicker to tell an entire room to shut the fuck up when something intelligent is taking place. But now when some Hilljack? What the fuck is a Hilljack? But now when some Hilljack sounding guy is rambling on about his legal right to dox you for merely existing in his presence.
Horribly constructed sentence there. So what he's saying like the moment this guy like started to like shine with his intelligence, begin to talk and sing to the rafters of his magical words that were going to change the motion of this whole debate and this discord, that I stuck my head in and I screamed to shut the fuck up like an evil wicked witch, and I took everything away from him and I took away his moment. You're full of shit.
Dude, this guy's
I like how he misconstrues Riveters so badly there. He says, like, he misrepresents, Riveters so badly. He says, like, this guy was making the argument that he has the right to dox me, to get my... No, that's not what he was doing. It's Riveter. It's Riveter! Yeah.
Could you
nice
imagine?
little southern boy.
Imagine, though, if, like, tomorrow came out that Riveter just doxed, like, 8 people. Of all people,
we're like, oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this aged poorly.
Well, Dave, it just happened. All right.
He just had it coming.
Yeah, he just had it coming, and I had to let myself go.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure that's not why Nietzsche and Grace left. By the way.
Dude. Yeah. Okay, let's not go there.
Let's not
But
get into that.
Riveter,
I'm just saying.
dude, Riveter is one of the nicest people in this community. The things he's done for Dead on Dave is like
Yeah.
beyond like comparison to anyone in this community. This dude bought Dead on Dave a PC that didn't work, right? Didn't work for a year and had fuck up. So he was able to help Dead on Dave get in contact with the company so he could get a new PC. Like he's had Dead on Dave's back for a very long time, and he's been really good to Dead on Dave. And
I like that
he's
video
done
he made.
he's done a lot of good stuff for Dead on Dave in the recently. He's been a great producer, and he's probably one of my favorite people in the community, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, it's a
You
nice
just
old
like
man.
him because he's Southern and racist, Matt.
I don't think he's not racist, but no, he's a
Prove
good
it.
old boy. I think he has black friends. Next paragraph.
What do you mean? That is like what? What do you mean? Is that like the measure? Is that the measure?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Next
he's got
paragraph.
black friends. He can't be racist. God.
Next paragraph. That's how we judge everything in the South. Next paragraph.
I finally blew up like you did the other day and cussed the server out because I'm sick of this. Never been able to speak, being mocked when I speak, being called a faggot, and having thick skin, then called a pussy. For standing up for myself is pointless. It doesn't stop. And when someone finally explodes on a moderator because they're sick of a constant pattern and cycle of mayhem, the moderator doesn't try to handle the problem or be diplomatic about the building raging a customer. They respond with something snarky and blocky.
Yeah, he's talking about me here because look, man, I've already said this on Shop at the Point. I'm not dealing with this shit in the voice chat anymore. I am not the guy to go to now in the Shop at the Point server. I'm not the guy who's going to host stages. I'm not the guy who's going to talk about the drama in the Discord and talk you down and baby you and hold your hand and try to like get both sides of the story. Do not come to me. Go to Toxic. Toxic is your guy now. He will hear your stories and he will talk about it and he will talk to you about it and he will go through everything he needs to go through. But it's not me, all right? And it wasn't me when I was in that voice chat. I went in there to kill time. I was not Matt Pitt, the moderator. I was Matt Pitt, the listener. And I wanted all of you to shut the fuck up because you were all talking at the same time, all right? I'm not here. I don't work for you.
If I'm the guy who has to take control of these people, all right, use the words, talk people down, all right? If someone starts suicide baiting, I'm encouraging them. I don't care.
Okay, buddy. All right.
Well, just another point that I wanted to make, right, is that the moderators in the Shop from the Point Discord server, if you go and check what their actual role is in the Discord server, they are Shop from the Point news members, right?
Yeah.
They moderate the Discord server as an add-on, right? As an extra, if they feel like doing it. There are certain mods that are more in charge of doing that, like members that are more in charge. But that is not their role, right? That is not... They are not there to police every little thing that gets said. If you have a problem, you DM them. And if they have a problem with how something is going, it literally says there that the moderators can use their own discretion to make whatever fucking rules they want to make. It's just... I don't know what your argument is when you say like they should be there and they should be moderating and blah 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 blah. That's not their role. They are Shot from the Point news members, and if you DM one of them and you're like, hey, I have a problem with this, they'll be like, oh, I'll look into it or whatever. But it's not their job to babysit. That's not why they're there.
So this next paragraph is the sequel. It's probably the best paragraph in the whole thing.
Yes. His mother passed away, but Matt Pitt isn't taking care of the customer. He puts them on tarred scores, or now recorded, or blocks them. and says they're banned instead of admitting that they left because of his lack of professionalism. Professionalism. I'm so over it. My feelings were building up before his mother passed away. But then, to be told to shut the fuck up for speaking out against some guy saying he could dox everyone in the room if he wanted to? Yeah, I'm tired. I'm goddamn sick of being told to fuck up and be treated like an idiot. I'm a 36-year-old man. This isn't how the real world. We have the right to privacy, orderliness, and action to be taken against anyone attempting to normalize doxing in this big fish chat.
Oh my god! All right, dude. I
Wait.
want to say one thing first before
There you
the snarky comment in the block, and all of this, like what he's mad about, I guess. Yeah, you DM'd me, and I'm gonna read this after. I'm gonna read that DM after all this. But you DM'd me. What you DM'd me was insane. All right, and I'm not dealing with your shit, dude. And you like all this stuff that you brought it up again. And like, I don't understand how your brain works. Like, I don't get this at all. Like, why should I give a fuck about the customers? Why should I give a fuck about the Discord right now, given what I've been through? I don't give a fuck about you. All right. And this whole fucking, you're going on about like the fucking doxing. And there was literally like, it was a fucking theoretical conversation. And it was by a guy named Riveter, who's one of the nicest guys in the server. All of us get the context of what he was saying, except for you, because you're a fucking debate bro, and you jumped in that conversation because you were so excited to have a debate. And when I cut you off because I told everybody to shut the fuck up, you got so mad and you couldn't take it anymore. Isn't that right? You couldn't take it anymore. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, you called it the sequel before we went over it. Yeah, it literally is. He did the butt thing again, and that's not because he's gay. That was one thing. And then the next thing, right, is you say we use everything for Tard Courts or now recording. We literally ask people before we do those things. You can deny it. You know how many times Oz denied us? All right, it's not like we like force you into it. We're not raping you into a podcast, okay?
Yeah.
The third thing is you said you're 36. This isn't how the real world works. All right, you're you're sending a YouTuber who you subscribe to get into a Discord, $5 or whatever you pay a month. All right, Discord is not the real world. I don't know why people compare it to the real world all the time, because it's not. All right, this is like retarded.
Beavers, you got anything?
I just wanted to say, Matt, yes, he knew exactly what you were going through. That's why he said "but" again.
Yeah.
So it's either I just think that's a really that's a sign of a really shitty person, honestly, in my opinion. But yeah, continue.
I mean, yeah. When the Tard Courts, right? Those were a way to get people that were having beef with each other in the server to go on a Tard Court and talk it out. That was the original idea. Because if you go into a voice chat, there's going to be 15 people in that voice chat because they all want to hear the argument, and there's going to be a lot of crosstalk and people interrupting and everything. I can get them on a stage, and I can just get the two people, and they can argue with each other. So like it's if they want to do it. Now, a lot of times, most of the beef is in is in text, like in the chat, but and none of them actually want to go on the stage to work it out. And that's fine, but it's there. And also, Tard Court's dead. Like it's been dead for a while.
But also the other reason you guys did the Tard Courts, right, was to get everything out in the open so that we could kill things, right?
Yeah,
because you didn't want this. So like people would get into an argument in the text chat and would just drag on for fucking days, and people would make passive aggressive comments towards each other and blah blah blah.
Yep.
Rather just get two people in a room, have them fight it out, and end of story. Do you know what I mean?
That's the best way to deal with stuff like that, is just to get them to talk to each other. If the conflict isn't like crazy extreme, if it isn't like malicious or anything, but if it's like innocent bickering or dumb shit being said, if you get them on a stage to talk to each other where they can just talk to each other and hash it out and yell at each other and scream at each other, eventually it dies down. It comes to a conclusion, and then it's over. That's usually what happens.
Yeah.
Last paragraph.
And one more thing, the Now Recording podcast should have been a segment on TV show. You're losing subs, money, because of your own business is being prostituted out to somebody else's YouTube channel. It's absurd. You laid your life on the line to defend free speech and progressively. What the fuck is that word? Shit in my ass. What was that? You laid your life on the line to defend free speech in progressively totalitarian society. You should be benefiting from diplomatic drama discussion on the same show. I'm not paying to be on the Now Recording podcast Discord server. I paid because I respect your time in the service and your courage to defend free speech and how that sacrifice opportunities in your life. Are we done? Oh my god, we done. We're done? I have brain cancer. Yay.
I'm pretty sure we all defend free speech.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I mean-
the Now Recording is just like
Here's
a
another thing.
little.
Oh,
Go ahead.
no, I just wanted to say, this will be my only point on this, right? So he says, he addresses Tommy and he's like, you laid down your life to fight for freedom. And hey, Tommy wasn't on the front lines. Tommy was like in a Radio Shack, dude. He was essentially a Radio Shack employee for the army. He laid down his life for free speach.
Bro, all right, so when it
And
comes
the
to
war
this
he
fucking-
fought,
Hmm.
and the war that Tommy fought in, right, wasn't even about free speech. It's fucking
So when it
retarded take.
when it comes to this Now Recording stuff, like we average like what 400 views a video, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we get up to 700 on a good day.
Yeah.
Tommy gets 2K to 4K, 6K on a really good day. He dwarfs us. We're not taking anything from him. If Tommy wanted a Sperg drama, he would have it. There's a rule on Now Recording. Tommy gets first dibs. So if there's some crazy Sperg drama going on, Tommy's gonna have it first. Tommy got the Liana stuff first. Tommy, it's always gonna go Shop from the Point first. We're not taking anything from Shop from the Point. All the people that listen to Now Recording are probably most of them are Shop from the Point subscribers, and most of them listen to Shop from the Point. We're not taking anything from him. We're not a reason why he's losing subscribers. We're not doing anything of that nature. We're simply a podcast because we wanted to do something for fun to like just bullshit and keep us distracted. That's really all this
Actually-
podcast is.
I'm actually really interested now. I kind of want to do a poll after the tournament. I'm going to see how many people consistently watch Shot from the Point. But could you imagine how scuffed this would be if it was like a small segment on Shot from the Point, like we all joined the voice chat?
Bro,
We're like, all right,
yeah.
Tommy, this is what happened. All right, and then we just give
Yeah,
like, some
no, it would.
stupid story.
We just we get railroaded like quickly. Like Tommy
Yeah.
doesn't give a fuck about this shit. I've tried to explain Sperg drama to Tommy before. He doesn't care. Like he
He's too
doesn't
old.
care unless it's really funny, like really really funny. He doesn't care, and even then, I gotta find the best parts of that drama to tell him. Like I can't just tell him the whole story. He's not gonna give a shit. But
Tommy doesn't
yeah,
even watch it. He doesn't care.
yeah, no, he like dude,
Finally
the
watched
Tomato
one the
Man.
other day.
Yeah, the Tomato Man episode is the first episode he ever watched, and the only reason he watched is because it was on a stage and he was listening. Like,
Yeah, I didn't even know he was there actually.
yeah, it was. I did. I saw it. I was like, oh shit.
I thought he was gonna come on and just like completely derail the show.
Alright.
Matt, do you want to go over the DMs?
Yeah, so these are the two DMs that I was sent by this person on the 19th of October of 2022. This person said, "Sorry to hear about your mom. I hope you have an amazing Halloween regardless. Listen to her in the trees and remember her every Halloween with fond memories of the good times." Yeah, he
trees.
said that. Yeah. The next one said, and this is right after it happened in the Discord server on the 7th of November of 2022. I don't know if you're the one who told me to shut the fuck up, but you can fuck the hell right off, you narcissistic clown. You have members in that goddamn hellhole defending the right to cyberstalk people's private information and dox them, and you did nothing about it. Isn't this the reason like 5 members left? Yeah, I'm also walking out permanently as well. I've put up with a ton of stupid shit there just to find a little bit of human connection, but I draw the line at doxing. They were all right to leave. I paid to be there because I thought you in specific literally stood by your word and took a hard stance against this stuff. We were all apparently wrong. Like,
Bye,
I
bitch.
read that DM and I was like, all right, well, I want to ban this guy because the shit, like the dichotomy of the fucking difference of these two fucking DMs is ridiculous. Like, when he sent me that DM, I literally looked up and I read the first one. I'm like, oh, this is fucking weird, dude. Like, I was like, what the like, dude,
Hey, Matt.
here's the thing.
Hey, Matt.
What's up?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that your mother passed. You know, she might still be around. Look for her in the natural world. I really hope that you do find her. You fucking piece of shit!
Bro, seriously. Here's the thing about this guy, right? This guy was always really nice to me before all of this. I'd never really said anything, or I was always pretty, you know, I always heard his side. I don't think I've ever been unfair to this guy. I don't think I've ever made fun of this guy. We literally had him on Now Recording. He's been a guest on Now Recording before. So like, I think with this situation, I think he just had a meltdown, man. I think he just, like, something in his brain just snapped. And I think he has a hard time handling anger. And so he goes for the jugular. I see this a lot in a lot of Discord users.
Is that because he's gay?
But in a lot of Discord users, they have a situation of conflict and they can't handle either A, being wrong, B, being told to shut up, C, being told to do something or like stop or whatever, and they just flip the fuck out. And anyone they talk to who they think is against them, they're now going for the jugular. They're saying what they can to try and piss them off, and like, they're saying whatever they don't have the control, right? So yeah.
Well, I found that. I don't know. Did you read it in your DMs? I swear he said how old he was in your DMs. Or did you cut that
36
out?
in the letter.
Yeah.
He said he was 36 in the letter, not the DMs.
Yeah, in the letter. I was gonna say, yikes. Yikes. That you can't control yourself at 36 online.
Yeah.
That's a yikes for me, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right.
Like,
so
I understand everybody loses their shit from time to time. But with this guy, it is a common theme that he loses his shit in this manner.
Yeah. There was an update to this story, right, Toxic?
Yeah, there's a another DM. I won't say who we got it from, but I mean,
yeah.
it's
Do I have
pretty juicy.
permission to read this DM?
Yes, I got permission from the person.
So there was another person talking to this person. That's a very nice person. I was trying to, you know, talk to him and try to figure everything out. And one thing I learned was that this guy has no idea that Tommy did a stream on his letter, and I think still doesn't know. But this is the DM that he wrote the mutual. Lol, my life does not revolve around Matt Pitt, his absolute self-centered excuses. This was happening long before his mother passed. I'll tell you what, I'll join the stage if Matt or any of the mods actually, or anyone for that matter, can tell me what my profession is and my first name. What the fuck?
It's so insane, bro. It's such bait. No one was even like planning on doing anything like that.
Nobody,
took,
yeah.
like-
No. So to explain the context, I was willing to talk to him publicly on a stage. I wasn't going to talk to him in a voice chat with 15 people talking over me. I would talk to him publicly on a stage, not privately. I had nothing to say to him privately. We could talk this out publicly. I gave him that offer, and now what I'm told later is the only way he would do that is if I knew his first name and where he worked. Like, what the fuck kind of bad shit? Like,
It's so
what is
nuts.
that? That makes no sense. That like he took that debate way too seriously, because I don't even know what to say. Like, he's checking all the boxes to me, man. Like, this guy is out there.
Listen, all right, this is a call to action. Riveter, get his name and address and everything
Okay,
about
no,
him.
no. He's gonna take that seriously. Don't. I'd think about cutting that one out, buddy.
Joe for the injury.
Yeah.
It is a legit like point that Rivet was making, right? I used to work in an industry where we used to use human trackers.
Human
Right.
trafficking? What?
No, human trackers. They're people
Oh.
that specialize in finding people's information, right? Off of the most mundane shit. It's not that hard. As a matter of fact, most of the human trackers that I knew were women like over the age of 60. You don't need to be a tech like genius to be able to do it. But yeah. Call to action, Riveter, get it done. Get her done, boy.
Like, it's a theoretical. Like, it would be different if Riveter was like, all right, here, let me show you. I'm going to get your name real quick and do all this. No, that never happened. Maybe if it did, this would have gone a little bit different, but it didn't.
But I just don't get, like, was he expecting us to, like, have stuff or something? Like, I don't understand what he's trying to say here.
No, here's your name right here. It's Jerry Smith. You live
Oh my god,
in
imagine if
New
you're
York.
right. Oh, imagine.
That'd be so
They
bad.
doxed me!
That was a stray bullet, right?
Yeah. Dude, what if there's like a Jerry Smith that listens to now recording that lives in New York and he's like, what?
Like, holy shit.
I got the wrong
bro.
guy.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
so,
just be like, okay, we're looking at our subscriber list, and we just want to shout out Jerry Smith from New York.
yeah. All right. Well, look, man. If you're listening to this, and I don't know if you are or not, because I am aware that you do not know that there was. By the way, there was a Shop from the Point segment on you. You should go watch that.
Actually, you should wait and watch it with Break.
Yeah. By the way, Tommy actually DM'd him when he got the letter. He DM'd him back. Shout out to Optimus, by the way. He's the one who was like, you need to read that letter. So shout out to Optimus.
Thanks.
Tommy got the letter and he read it, and then he basically said, "Dear so and so, shut the fuck up." And then the guy like flipped the fuck out in his DMs and was like, "You're a fucking piece of shit, misogynist. I fucking hate you," stuff like that. So, but anyways, if you're listening to this, dude, like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, nothing. Like, this could have been avoided. You acted irrational, and you should understand that you did, because I should not be subjected to the shit you subjected me to. I don't need to hear your shit, and you should understand that I'm in a situation where, like, you shouldn't be saying stuff like that and writing letters to Tommy like that. That's ridiculous, dude. And you need to understand that, because you came off in the voice chats as at least someone who had and it's a sort of intelligence to where, or a common sense to a certain degree. Yeah, you spurged out a bit from time to time, but Beavers got you to spurg out one time that was pretty funny. But I never saw you as like a crazy guy in the Discord. You never came off that way. You just liked to debate. But what you showed me here is ridiculous, and now you're being joked about. Like, don't write letters to people, dude. Like, what are you doing? And like, the letter was ridiculous. Your DMs were ridiculous. You could have handled this way. You could have literally just been like, "Hey, dude, why'd you tell me to shut the fuck up?" ? And I would have said, "I didn't tell you to shut the fuck up. I told everybody to shut the fuck up." And you could have been like, "Well, I don't want to be yelled at in a voice chat." And I would have been like, "Well, I wasn't like trying to yell at you. I was simply just annoyed everybody was talking over each other." And that would have pretty much been the end of that conversation. But you
Hashtag nice guy Matt Pitt.
But you took this to a totally different place where it shouldn't have been. And shame on you. Shame.
You gonna spank him, Matt? You gonna spank him? Little bitch.
Do you guys want to, like, is there like an invitation for him on Now Recording?
Sure. If he wants to come on and explain himself,
Okay.
I mean, if
All
you
right,
don't want him
well-
on, well, I'll cut it if you don't want him on. I mean,
Well, I mean, no, I'm don't DM him asking him, but I'm saying
No,
if he
no.
hears this, like if he wants to tell his side of the story, we will have it. Obviously, I don't think you're going to. Like, I don't. I wouldn't if I were you. But yeah. Fuck you.
I could
about
fight
that?
with someone.
what?
What?
I could fight with. I could relive that VC that I had with him.
Yeah, if you want to come on and
Yeah.
argue with beavers and me and Matt on
That was like
Relive
that
my
was the
glory
original
moments.
plan. You know, that was the original plan.
Yeah.
That was like
Yeah,
this,
it was. I was just busy, but
Yeah.
like that was the original plan, was to get this guy on, and we would have had. Didn't he agree? Yeah, he did, and then he
Yeah, he
came on,
agreed
and
to
I
it.
wasn't
and
available.
I needed you weren't available, so I needed a substitute, so I got Jessica Pizzle.
All right.
Well,
we
now
can-
they just know to go look for that. Okay, good thing, man. Right, we've avoided naming this person this whole time, and you've just been like, "All right, guys, the episode's with Jessica Pizzle on. You're looking for something with very little organization. Go, 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 go."
Well, then cut it. Like, then fucking cut it. All right, so moving on. There is something I wanted to talk about. This Lady Miravan stuff. Toxic. Have you heard about this stuff?
I quote tweeted it. I like my tweet.
Yeah. So
Apparently,
Lady
she's a
Mirav-
dog fucker.
Yeah, she's like Whitney,
Okay.
Wisconsin. Much worse.
She's not. She's
Well,
Well,
literally
that's
Allegedly.
all I know. That's all I know. I saw it on my Twitter. I saw it on my timeline, and people were saying,
guys.
that she sucks.
Guys. Look.
Oh,
Okay,
hold
hold
on.
on.
My source is the what's the word I'm looking for? Whatever. My source is Augie. Okay, he said it, so I'm going based.
Yeah,
off
I'll
of-
just read the tweet. I got the tweet right here. Breaking news. Possible animal rapist based on their profile picture. Lady Miravan admits in leaked conversation to flagging me off Twitter. I have never flagged BX Bullet, but unless you apologize to me for the lies, I don't give a shit if anyone in my audience reports you. So there's a DM where Lady Miravan puts a screenshot of the flagging, and someone asks, "What did he do?" And Lady says, "He called BX a schizo bitch. It violated TOS, so I reported it. They all want to play the flag game, so I have been reporting
Okay.
them for actual TOS violations." And then another person says, "Look, I know they're free speech, but that doesn't mean you get to name all someone because free speech." And Lady Miravan said, This one is ironic because they managed to strike down BX because she used the word schizo. Then he proceeded to call her the thing she got banned for." The other person says, "Yeah." She says, "Sorry, not sorry." I don't think Augie or Tipster or Saggy Melons or any of them were flagging BX Bullet. If someone was flagging BX Bullet, it was probably some crazy Tipster fan that probably doesn't talk a lot in the sphere of Discord or something, or is not saying what they did or not admitting to it like you just did. So it's probably a Tipster fan. Maybe it's probably some crazy Tipster fan. Tipster has a lot of fans. Some of them are pretty crazy. I mean, Miravan used to be one of them. So I'm sure you understand that, Tipster has a lot of crazy fans. However, so flagging someone you don't like and retort and to reply as like a reply to them getting flagged or your girl getting flagged is ridiculous, and it's not going to solve anything. And because they violate TOS, who gives a fuck about violating TOS?
Well,
And I know you don't care about that.
well, the worst thing, right, that I saw is the thing that she got exposed for flagging them on, right? Calling somebody a schizo bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Homie, just because it's the internet, right? Doesn't mean you should go around flagging people because they say something like an insult like that. If you were in the
Yeah.
real world, right, and somebody calls you a schizo bitch, you tell them to suck a dick and you'd move on with your life, right? Like,
Yeah.
that should be the response. Now, I understand, TOS and shit exists for really bad shit, and it has to, because the police and stuff and blah, 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 blah. But I get that. But just the thing that you were exposed for flagging them on, that's kind of pathetic, right? That somebody insulted someone, and not even like it's not even like they dragged up like some personal information or something about them and insulted them they just called them a generalized schizo bitch. And you
Yeah.
flag that is really pathetic.
Yeah, it is. This other tweet says, "Okay, I'm breaking my vow." This woman is saying, "I reported a tweet that I didn't report because she saw the one that was mass reported as the reason for his suspension. The report even says that there were multiple reporters on multiple tweets. Reading comprehension is important. So she also flagged Saggy Melons. Saggy Melons got flagged because she said the N-word. She's black. And she got like locked out of her account.
Let's go equality. I love it. Let's go.
That's like flagging a Jew for talking about the Holocaust.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it's complete. Like, I tried talking to Lady Miravan in the DMs. I wanted to get her on the show to tell her side of the story, but
Did
she
you
just
have her on before?
yeah, she was on the Tipster Detractor episode. She was the one with a very heavy Southern accent.
The
Yeah.
one that sounded like a man.
Oh, but she didn't really sound like a man. Did
Okay,
she?
man. Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
she-
I don't know. All I'm saying is like I'll read this one. She said, "I made myself clear. They kept breaking TOS and harassing people. If not BX, one of us, or Triton, they never stopped. She called BX and name. So I reported her and him for literally basically calling BX the same thing. They always talk shit and then get mad for getting called out for it like they didn't talk shit. The woman asked to be left alone. Now, because I dared to talk to her and to get to know her side of things, I'm somehow supporting a doxer and I'm getting called a fucking animal fucker. You tell me how their
Amen.
argument isn't all this makes sense. Well, you're getting look. I think this Lady Miravan person has a hard time taking jokes, or whether they're hurtful jokes or whatever. She like no one actually thinks she's an animal fucker, but they're
Well,
saying that. They're saying
according to my source,
she's.
right? I have a
They're
very
saying that.
source.
According to my
There's-
reliable source, Matt. Right?
Yeah, Augie RFC. All right, that source.
They're saying that
Mhm.
because it's simply it gets under your skin and it's gonna like piss you off. And it's ridiculous that you would play this game where, like, you keep saying like, oh, Augie and Tipster like flagged down BX because she said schizo. No, they didn't. They didn't flag her down. Like, this has been this is what happened, right? Lady Miravan has had an issue with Tipster for a long time, and when she came on the Detractor episode, it was she had the most innocent story. Like, it was all about dumb art. It was like dumb art drama. She had the wrong artist or something like that. I can't remember the whole thing, but it was just dumb art drama. Like, everybody else was being called a pedophile. AP over 9K was like being accused of, or she like dropped DMs of tipsters accusing him of like sexting and stuff. Like there was that glitch dude who like had his shirt off in the Discord. Lady Miravan had the least eventful story in the Detractor episode.
True.
And you'd think the least eventful one would be the easiest one to like kiss and make up, basically. And she fucking like I literally had like a private call with all of the detractors except for like that glitch dude and the tipster people, and they all talked it out and everything seemed fine. Everyone's talked out, everything kind of calmed down. Like Miravan still has gripes with the other artist or whatever, but it was all died down. But I started seeing her tweets and she started bringing stuff back up with the tipster person, and it just kept going and going and going. And then eventually the BX Bullet stuff happens, right? And then BX Bullet gets, suspended from Twitter or whatever, but she ends up befriending the tipster detractors. And so now it's like this weird game where like she's like recruited the tipster detractors to go after Tipster. And now Lord Angry Slug, Beavers, have you heard this? Beavers, have you heard this one? Okay. BX Bullet was in a call with Angry Slug in which BX Bullet said, I have the information of this one of the Tipster's fans, and I found it all, and I could easily do something with it, and she's in danger because of Tipster. And then fucking Slug was like, Slug leaked the call.
Yep.
He like befriended
Slug.
BX Bullet.
I love Slug.
He
I love
befriended-
Slug so much.
He
God, Slug,
befriended-
if you weren't a scumbag
No.
in so many ways, we would be great friends. I
Bro.
love the shit you
Bro.
do.
The Tipster show in of itself is some of the most eventful Sperg drama there is. The detractors, the Tipster simps, the goth mommies, the Slug drama, Slug turning on BX Bullet after befriending her and being like allied with her because they have one true enemy, and then he turns on her because he cannot take what she's done, and he serves it up to Tipster, his mortal enemy. Like, dude, you can't write that shit. That's great. That's insane. I just
By the
like
way-
when I heard Slug's voice, I was just like, holy shit.
By
He
the way,
did
this
it
Lady
again.
Mervyn person, I've been thinking about it now, right? I can tell, you know, when somebody does this whole eye for an eye shit, I can tell you were either not brought up right or you were bullied in school. It's one of the two, right? Either you were raised right with morals and then you lost your morals when you were bullied at school and you think that the whole world's out to get you. Because
Yeah.
literally, it's an eye for an eye. Everybody learns when they're little that an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Just
Yeah.
because
True.
just because you think that somebody else is doing something shitty towards you doesn't mean that you can do the same shitty thing like back towards them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
No, it's pathetic.
All right. So, moving on. Here's the thing,
Hashtag don't
Toxic.
fuck dogs.
Here's the thing, Toxic. The Stardust drama, we ain't getting them. So,
Yes.
do you want to just talk about it right now?
We're not getting what? Oh, we're not getting.
We're not
them?
getting them. We're not getting them. No. And I'll
I
tell.
don't
I
know
mean, I
what.
can tell. I can tell you why after, like while I'm talking about it, basically.
Okay. Thank you, Stardust, for. We tried to get him on, and she rejected Matt, and I started crying and getting really emotional, like always. And, she actually responded to me and telling me to slide their DMs. So everything's good.
Did you talk to her in DMs?
Yep.
Oh, congrats.
Good. Yep.
You are such a
yeah.
pathetic simp.
all the way back from episode 1. Mission
You're
accomplished.
such a pathetic
Yeah.
simp.
So here's the thing, right? This is the reason why we're not going to get them. It took a very weird, dark turn. But I'll
Wasn't
explain
dead.
this all. I'll explain this all to Beavers.
Uh-oh.
So you heard rumblings of a Steffi Stardust drama, right, Beavers?
No.
All right. So you knew that Steffi was like.
I
What?
know that Steffi doesn't like Stardust.
But
Or that she's a mod for Stardust or some shit. I don't know.
she was
she's
like the
involved
big mod.
somehow.
Yeah, okay. She was like the big Stardust mod, right? She had attached herself to Stardust. You know, she was like the big fan, you know, very defensive towards Stardust, all of that. Well, that took a turn for the worse. Maybe like around the time we interviewed her on this podcast, maybe like a couple weeks before that, I think there was like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like when people
Falling out?
disband. Yeah, falling out. Thank you. There was like a falling out, and it's stayed private, right? Well, now it's became public, and it became public on Twitter. Stardust, I don't know the context of this quote tweet, but Steffi says, I think you fired the best one. Stardust says an essay explaining what the fuck happened with someone leaving is weird, but months of vague posting, venom threats isn't. And Steffi quote tweets this and says, yes, Stardust, you treated your friends hella weird. We're not friends, and I'll continue to say what I want. I never outed or threatened you. Stardust says, that is blatantly false. You've been messaging mods crazy rants for a while now, and you've told multiple people in private messages about private things with me. You told someone about my relationship before I was out about it. And Steffi says, you are a coward. I don't feel sorry for you.
What?
So before I continue to read, so Stardust started dating one of her mods, a guy named Beckett. Yeah.
What?
Very good. Yeah, very good looking guy. He wears a scarf, I think, and then, you know.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like Stardust is doing good for herself, and she's dating a mod named Beckett.
No.
Toxic,
Craig?
you never
Wait,
had a
Greg
chance.
Beckett?
No, not Craig Beckett. A different Beckett. Different Beckett.
I was gonna say,
Different.
I got passed up for Craig.
Yeah.
To
No,
ask me to
Stardust
model
is not
the
17.
podcast.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, so I guess I don't know why. If Steffi were to come on, I would probably ask her like what exactly is the issue with her dating Beckett, because I really don't understand that. But I guess Steffi got mad about that, or maybe she told somebody she wasn't supposed to tell, and it just started this whole falling out. But here's another tweet. Stardust says, this is rich coming from someone who leaked private details about my personal life to multiple other people while accusing my partner of doing that, to which Steffi replies, I don't owe people who fucked with my head any secrecy, but I kept it close to home. Steffi says the details were that you were fucking a mod and that you both
Yo.
suck. Steffi also says, I told 2 people I consider friends. They're your friends, not mine, turns out. Stardust says, did me being private about my relationship change who I was friends with? No. Did me telling you guys about it and change how anyone else behaved? No. Only you. How did I fuck with your head by having a private relationship like that? I waited before telling anyone about. Seriously. Steffi says, you and Beckett fucked with my head. You two sorted out. I don't care about you. Steffi also said, you and, oh, well, that's the same tweet. And Stardust replies, I didn't fuck with your head. You have a right to privacy. I told my friends who I was seeing when I was ready. I have no obligation to tell you about my sex life in any sort of capacity, which Stardust is correct.
Wait. I feel like I know where this is going. I actually don't know the conclusion of this. Can I guess?
Go ahead.
Was there like a weird little love triangle going on where Steffi was like flirting with this guy, and then it came out that Stardust was fucking her, and then now she's really upset because the guy she spent time flirting with is fucking the person she mods for?
I mean, look, that might be the case, but that's not the conclusion I have.
Steffi, my DMs are open.
Okay, so I was supposed to go
with that one, buddy.
That was a joke.
I was supposed to go on Stardust stream last night and talk about and ask her questions about the Steffi stuff, but the Keemstar show stuff was happening while that was happening, so I had to tell her no, that I couldn't make it. What?
She wanted you to come on her stream to talk about it?
I mean, she said, well, no, I don't think Stardust wants to talk about this anymore, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. But when it comes to Stardust and Steffi in the situation, where was I going with this? I forgot.
Why she doesn't want to talk about it anymore?
Yeah, I was about to say that, but I was going to say something else before that.
You were going on her stream?
Yeah, okay. I was going to go on her stream to ask her questions because she offered, like, you can come on the stream and ask me questions, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come on and ask questions. But while that was happening, the Keemstar show stuff happened, right? So I went on the Keemstar show, and I was in and that lasted a long time. And Stardust DM'd me, and she's like, "You still want to come on?" I was like, "Shit's going down on the Keemstar show. I'm sorry, I can't." But Stardust started bringing the stuff up, and Steffi was in chat, and I do not want to read what she says because it gets very dark. But there was some insinuation towards life ending.
Oh my god, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. There was like game ending, I guess is what they call.
Yeah.
Like
calling an Attica.
Yeah, there was some threats. There were some threats of her doing that. There was I'll say one thing. She was talking about bashing her head against the wall.
Ouch.
It was not. Yeah, it was not. It's not a very good read. I think Steffi is kind of sick right now, and I don't think she's in the right state of mind.
Why did you laugh? Why did you laugh, man? You piece of shit.
Oh my god.
I think she's in a dark place right now.
I didn't like people chuckling weird like.
No, but like to be real though, I know that Steffi does listen to the podcast. Like if you're listening to this, Steffi, you do have issues with mental health, and maybe it's time for you to do one of those things where you step away for a bit again and get yourself sorted.
Yeah, well, she's what's it called when you your Twitter account? She
suspended.
Was it
disabled?
Not suspended. Disabled. Yeah, she disabled her Twitter. So
right.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, maybe it's for the best, Steffi. Just take a step back.
Yeah, we're in your corner. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll fight that dirty brown bitch.
Whoa! Wait, Matt. Are you a Stardust mod?
In the Discord?
Discord, Twitch chat, whatever.
I don't think so. I might be. I'm not sure.
Is Nick?
I don't know
Nick's
why.
a mod, right?
Maybe.
Just trying to hook him up, trying to lead him in the right direction, find him some love.
Stardust?
I mean, apparently. Hey, I mean,
what do you mean? Stardust is already pounding.
Well, I mean, things can go wrong.
So he's
relationships
already
usually end.
pounding that dirty down brown punani.
Hey man, I'm just saying. Right?
That mud cake.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
All right, it's a reference, okay? Before you guys try and cancel me, that's a reference, okay?
Yeah. All right.
Listen,
Hashtag
if there's
Jessica
any-
Pizzle is a racist.
yes, if there's any upcoming Twitch creators, feel free to mod me, invite me to your Discord. I will gladly mod for you. I will give you all of my heart and soul and all of my time.
You're pathetic.
What?
You think if someone's having like about to have sex with Stardust, and he's like, "Yo, can I put on some music?" And he's like, "Hold on a second, let me put on the music." And it's like down, 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 like it's like the Punjabi music. And like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's just
I
like
don't
this
know
is
what I don't know what
that's the guy's
Indians get down
fantasy.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, they did
Uh,
the Punjabi. The down, down.
Just like the Great Khali's theme song.
Yeah, well, no, it's that it's the Jay-Z song, but it's a good song.
Same
but
thing goes
yeah.
for Mood and Bojangles, by the way. What do they listen to? That'd be awkward.
Yeah, pretty
My
awkward.
go-to bang music is ICP.
Mine's
yeah, okay.
Slipknot.
Were you fucking to homies? Homies.
Yeah.
Talk about the dogs up and just okay.
Oh, that one where it's like, what's that one song where it's like, fuck, bro, that one song where it's like, where it's like the game show. You know the game show?
Maybe I don't listen to a lot of ICP.
Oh, it's that one song where they're like, I pulled the 40 out for you. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'll tell you what. For only 13, she's got some nice tits. You know that one? Have you heard that? Okay, we'll listen to it after.
You know
we'll
what?
listen to it after this.
That's a soundbite.
Okay. Jesus Christ. All right. There's this last topic that Toxic wanted to talk about. The Ackman thing.
Bro, Ackman is a hot, like, retard take machine, all right? With the
Okay.
whole quantum TV stuff, he was retarded, all right? He said something a couple months ago about Halo that sounded really retarded. And now he's, like, posting in-game clips of Modern Warfare 2 game lobbies of people being, quote, racist. You know what? I'll even throw the audio of the clip into the podcast. Here you go. Listen.
Those are fucking awful.
Sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down.
Because you're a fucking little nigga and you're going
down.
for objective?
Sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. Sit
Look
the
at
fuck
you,
down.
bro. You're 9 kills, bro. That's literally negativities, bro. Get your fucking money up, you fucking black George Floyd welfare collecting cotton picking torch monkey son of a bitch.
Why you gotta be racist?
He posted that clip, right? And then under that tweet, he said, "Oh, by the way, here's this guy's Activision handle or whatever. Feel free to show some love to him." That is the gayest thing I've ever seen. That's such a 2022 thing to do, and I hate it. I hate where this is going. And it was Call of Duty of all games. Eggman, you're a little bitch. Die.
Okay. That's all I have to
Beavers, you're
say.
a fan of game chat and stuff. What do you think?
I just lit my cigarette from the wrong end. Don't ask me questions. Are we close to the end of this thing?
Yeah, we're at the end right now.
All right. Hashtag don't fuck dogs.
Okay.
Yeah, Whitney, Wisconsin's hot though.
Yeah, and we're not farming Tomato Man.
True. Fuck you, exotic.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for listening to Now Recording. I'm Matt Pitt. That's Toxic Piplup. And that's Beavers. I don't know when this is coming out, but continue to watch our tournament episodes. They've been a lot of fun. They were very fun to produce. We still got the semifinals to record eventually. And it's been a great time. And we got some projects in the works for the future. Well, Toxic and Beavers and Core have some projects in the works for the future. I'm taking a break after the tournament. But thanks so much, guys. Toxic, Beavers, any last words?
I have noise suppression. I was trying to play Siri saying the Packers score. They won 38-28 or 31-28. Yeah, get fucked.
Congrats,
So-
Beavers.
Bye.
Beavers. Bye. All right, bye, guys. Thank you.
Negativities, bro.